some, lads.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Sarah from TechDragon.info, and today we have a replay from Diangilo? Diangilo? Something like that. Diangilo. Yeah, I think I got it right-ish. Sorry if I butchered your name. In his AT15, and I guess he's fond of this tank because he put camo on it. Although I sometimes do put camo on tanks I absolutely hate, just temporary 7-day one, just to get spotted a little bit less. So don't know which one it is, but I think he likes his tank. And I have to say, I'm actually looking forward to getting to the AT15. I'm still at the AT7, which is not a great tank. It really isn't. The weak spot on the thing is too bloody obvious, and anybody can pen it. The frontal armor just doesn't hold up. In the tiers it gets into, the frontal armor is just too weak. I've had ISs just pen me without even aiming, just snapshotting, penning me in my frontal armor. That sort of crap. So I really don't like the AT7, but this thing looks a lot more interesting. This thing actually has a very good gun arc. It has some decent depression on the gun. And all these things are the things that the AT7 does not have. Depression, you have almost none. Gun arc, horizontal movement of the gun, non-existent. Yeah, you can park it on a corner and then it's pretty strong, but I've noticed that most of the time you can't ever get to the right corner. You always get to the wrong side of the damn building or whatever because the enemies are just on that side. Now, one thing I'm gonna have to say is he gets stinking lucky with this game because this dude is just completely AFK. So he's gonna get free experience here, and it is kind of dangerous because there is artillery. So I personally wouldn't sit still here because AT-15s are prime targets for artillery. Top armor, of course, being pretty weak with 30-40 millimeters. AMX M445 shooting APCR at him and bouncing. So, always lovely when people don't even try to shoot AP at you and just start spamming gold rounds. That's pretty sad. Oh, shot wasn't fully zoomed in, so shot goes low. Puts one into his turret. Starts backing up. Misses his shot, the M4. So that's probably one APCR shell. Wasted. Good. Suck it. That's what you get for shooting APCR. I hope you lose money. Yeah, this tank, it just has a lot of things fixed that the AT7, is broken in the AT7. Like depression, you can see here. You can actually shoot him over this hill. The AT7 would never be able to. You wouldn't even remotely be able to point your gun at him. And that rate of fire is pretty damn good as well. And somebody else finish him off. Target P, as you can see. Flat one into his lower plate. He's reversing. And we're having none of it. Track him. Just a casual shot into his tracks, just to put some more shots into him. Very nicely done. Oh, he's coming forward. Another one into his track. I don't know if that one was actually aimed for his track. Target P misses. How the hell do you even miss this thing? Well, I guess maybe if you're aiming for a hatch, I guess you could miss it. Well, he's not really gonna bother with that tank. He has other problems, so just leaving him. Yeah, he has loads of problems all around him. Just checking his flank, but nah, they're never gonna let him go, so no point in going out there. It's just a waste, because this thing is, of course, not the fastest tank on the planet. So, decides to move up towards the enemy base, and so far it's been pretty smooth sailing. Or cruising, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, enemy tank behind him. Gets taken out. There's pretty good situational awareness, I have to say. He does notice things on the minimap very quickly.
Ready to fire.
And he tries to engage his auto aim here, but just barely doesn't get up the hill fast enough to actually put effective fire on the artillery. So, time to move up, see what we can see. Still wanting to get that artillery, but oh, front target. AT-29. Put one shot into his beak there, as it were. Try to put one into his track to nail him, but artillery gets taken out. And it's just, he makes his tank look so easy. I guess it is a pretty good tank though. I don't know how it is stock. You know, when you start off with this tank, it's probably not that great, but once you get everything researched on this thing, it's a pretty good tank. Especially the way you can, I'm not quite sure what he's aiming for there. Anyways, especially when you get this thing fully upgraded, the gun is just very flexible. Oh, that just barely missed. Wow. Bouncer shot from a T29. But yeah, that gun arc means you can angle your armor very effectively while still being able to shoot at people. Something you can't do in the AT7 at all. If you angle your armor, you're just not going to be able to point your gun at them. So it's pretty shitty, to be honest. The AT7, I mean. But yeah, this thing, it seems to be a pretty good tank. Ah, T29, sideways, yes please. He puts one into us. Where did he pan? Probably hatch or something. Yeah, right in the hatch there. Which of course is the weak spot, but it's a pretty small target, so, you know, not the easiest thing to do. What I usually do in these kinds of situations, on any TD like an AT2 or, you know, any British TD, is I angle my armor as far as I can towards him. Without, you know, compromising my size, of course. So put my gun into the full right or left position, and then start reversing back and forth. I can still aim at them, but my hatch for their perspective is going sideways. Not front to back. If you're dead onto them and you go backwards and forwards, your hatch is still going to be in the exact same spot for them to aim. They don't have to re-aim. But if you angle your armor, your hatch for their perspective is going from side to side. So, ooh, another nice shot into the T29's hatch, and somebody else finished him off, and that was the game. And here we are with the stats. It was just one of those games where people kept running in front of his gun, and he just put, you know, shot after shot after shot into him. This was his ace tanker and a high caliber medal. Yeah, he didn't even shoot that many people. He did spot the artillery actually. But if you take a look at the team score, he got 1400 base experience for this game. Did almost 4400 damage. Only 1 point off, darn. Which is pretty much double what the next person did, or close to it at least. Not entirely, but that's pretty damn impressive. That's a lot of damage, and that's the thing about the AT15. If you can put the gun to work, that rate of fire and DPM is so high in this tank. The problem is, because it's so slow, it's not always easy to get into the positions where you can put your gun to good work. But he definitely did. Fired 30, hit 26, pen 23. Pretty good. Only a couple of misses, and those were aimed at hatches at long range, so nothing to be ashamed of there. Like I said, almost 4.4k damage done, took 7 hits, 4 penetrated, 3 did not, 800 damage blocked by armor, spotted 3 people, we damaged 6, destroyed 3, a little bit of spotting damage, really did not drive very far, only a kilometer, and even without premium this would have still been a 10k profit game, which is not bad for a tier 8, not bad at all. But since he had premium running, this was a 30k 30k credits bonus, as in profit. Without premium would have been 1400 experience single, because this was not his daily double, sadly, but with premium he got 2100 experience. I would say that was a pretty damn good game. Thank you for sharing the game, and I'm gonna try to pronounce your your name once again. I can't talk today, I need more coffee. Diangilo, why? Diangilo, there we go. And he is in Viper, which seems very familiar. I think I know a couple more people in there. Wonder how he found my channel. Anyways, thank you for sending it in. And yeah, you definitely have confirmed my suspicions into this tank, that it's just a lot better of a tank than the AT7. AT7 has too many limitations, and the weak spot is too bloody obvious. AT15 gets way better frontal armor and just lesser weak spots, or less obvious weak spots, and way better gun arc, so you can target a lot easier on wherever they are without having to move your tank, which in the AT7 is a pretty big problem all the time, both depression and arc wise. So yeah, you've definitely cemented my suspicion into me wanting this tank and probably enjoying it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, probably subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.